Is there a 2-star or lower champion based trick that you can use in order to get more health? Well, the answer is yes in Valiant Gauntlet. Shout out to Bob who noticed this and... Shout out to Bob that noticed this, and as well, if any other people have covered this, then apologies, but this is the first time that I've learned about it, so I thought, well, I want to test it out, first and foremost, and also let's do a video. So again, shout out to Bob for noticing this little trick. I should also point out that this trick doesn't actually work for every single Valiant difficulty in the future. It only works for this version 3, and it is all very much dependent on this section right here. So if I exit out this particular fight or restart, the section in particular is right here. The theory of this is that you will go to this point here, switching out 2 of your champion, well, all 3 of your champions, but adding 2 new champions in that are 2 stars and maybe your lowest health options, and then adding in a 6-star or a champion you feel is going to be best suited to go and do the boss. Now, we're going to have a look at the practical elements. I'm going to show you some visual footage in a moment to show that whole process in action. But theoretically, what you're going to do is take lower health potions and heal up your 2 stars. So providing in your inventory that you do have some lower types of health potions, like the level 3, which you can farm for free, by the way. You might be like, well, I don't have any small health potions. Well, quite simply, if you go to Realm of Legends, which can be found in your special quest section, and go and do at least one of the fights, you'll definitely find yourself picking up some of the lower health potions. I'm also hoping that you haven't done Valiant Gauntlet, because a lot of people, including myself, did it very early on. So shame we didn't notice this, but great that now we have, if you have 20 days, you're looking to do the Valiant Gauntlet, then at least you can use this if you're looking for a little bit of a cheese way of kind of grabbing some health back on champions. But let's have a look at this in action. So you join me just at the end of the fight here using Hercules against Saga. I actually don't really enjoy using Hercules as much as I used to, with other new champions being absolutely fantastic and really interesting. Nothing against the champion, it's just times go on. Will we get a 7-star soon? I don't think so. Anyway, so Saga is stuck on 1% and now he's done. Next, we go to the selection, or first of all, we heal up the champions. I go to my team selection because I know I've got some like level 1 health potions, and you can see they've been healed up. Okay, so the 2 stars that you just swapped out a moment ago before the boss are now at a higher health pool. Then you can look to swap them out. So those champions are being swapped out for champions that are with more health. And there is a bit of a discrepancy on, you can see like the little bars on some of the champions aren't as high. And when I go out, I go into the fight and go, okay, well, they're kind of like about 80% a piece. And then when I go out, they kind of look like the bar's a bit higher. So I don't know if there's a discrepancy, or Kabam don't want you to get the W on all of these energy. You can see there's the health trick. Like, oh, shouldn't it be a little bit wider on that? But I don't know how it kind of plays out. Do Kabam want you to exploit this? Is this an exploit? I think it's good strategy, but then it's on for Kabam to kind of think about the future and this mode. So there we go. That was the trick. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just kind of like a quick tip type thing. Shout out to Bob who came up with this. And as I said, if anybody else has covered this or kind of mentioned it, then it's the first time I'm learning about it. I wanted to test it out first and then kind of feedback to you what my thoughts are. As we said, I don't know if Kabam won't, there's a high chance Kabam won't re-roll this version of the Valiant Gauntlet. I think a lot more because well, number one, it didn't really go well with testing, and number two being if they do something like this in future, then they'll probably change it in a way that you won't be able to get that extra health back. But at least it's like a return back champions with full health, or halfway through the quest you're able to get more health. And it could be something a bit of a, you know, undisclosed cheese option for something if Kabam do. Like if Kabam did rerun this back, would it make it a bit more interesting? I still think the mode has way too many fights than it needs to, especially as you get to the latter points of Valiant Gauntlet. But what are your thoughts on using this particular tip or trick? Will you be using it? Have you done Valiant Gauntlet and wish you knew about it earlier? I definitely know I did, but this literally came in from Bob and Thursday. So it's like, yay, thank you for this. I'm like, damn, I've already done it. This is a great tip, and I'm just kind of like, I've just done the mode. But Anyway, what are your thoughts? Put it in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Shout out to Bob as well. And yeah, see you soon. Bye-bye for now.